The biggest pain of replacing parts from a bike will always have to be sizes. Now, this doesn't mean every single part that has a specific size to get is going to be a problem. It becomes a problem when it's the size of something that doesn't display the size at all, and you have to figure it out by other means. Now you gotta travel to fucking figure out. The problem I have right now is my crank arm. A quick story time. I was out riding my bike one day, and on the way back home, the fucking end piece of the crank arm where the pedal was screwed in literally tore off the crank arm. And this happened before I was even anywhere close to my house. So I had to skateboard that motherfucker all the way home. But yeah, that was a long journey, a long walk of pain that I had to do with that bike. And I basically had to cough up almost $100 to replace this crank arm. And I mean replace it as a whole, because I'm not even going to try to stick with the one crank arm I still have left that didn't tear, because there's only a matter of time before it happens to that too. And I've been trying to figure out what size this crank arm was, because I had to take this to two different bike shops. One of them being a bike shop where I got the bike from in the first place, which has plenty of BMX bikes. And they ain't have the size of the crank arm. And I had to go to a different bike shop that they referred me to, which doesn't focus anywhere on BMX bikes. And yeah, even they couldn't, do that shit. And I was basically pointed towards Albies. Now, my Albies is of course far, far, far deep in the white lands of Michigan. I am not traveling that far to go for a fucking crank arm that is most likely not gonna be in that damn place. Now, as much as I really was thinking about doing it, that's a pretty far place. And I'm basically stuck with having to spend money on shipping to fucking get a new bike part, which almost came up to $100. I technically did go broke for this, but I still had some money left over to at least give me something to eat. But that shipping was so fucking atrocious. The cheapest option is $11. These are the crank arms that is like a two-piece type of thing. Like, there's the crank arms, and then there's the, post itself for each end of the crank arm to I don't know, it's hard to really explain it. But yeah, $11 was the cheapest version. And because the other one below it was at least $2 or more, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I did that one anyway, $80-something. I was so upset because it was like, bro, I would have been fine with free shipping. When I paid for it, and it automatically sent the thing saying that it was on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was shipped. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Days go by. The day that I bought it was basically 4 days, this estimated time. And I've been looking at tracking back to back to back every moment that I could. I'm just seeing that shit was not updated at all. I'm like, is UPS bugged or something? Like, they got some shit going on that I don't know about? And come to find out, that shit had to be sent from New Jersey. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I thought this shit was coming from Michigan. So I waited 4 days just for them to reschedule it to another 2 days, which today it should be coming. And yeah, I've been on and off on this phone just looking at if it's here or not, because it says it's out for delivery. I'm just anxious as hell to get this shit. And I'm so scared that if I get this shit and it doesn't fit, I basically just wasted $80-something of my money. But because I need my therapy session and I can't get it because my bike is cooked, I have to fucking pray. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I've been anxious about this shit. For some reason, I've been having the idea of just doing a video of me doing my bike. Yeah, I mean, I plan to do that one day. I don't know when, but it's going to be when I start buying, BMX parts to put together my own bike, because I actually had a plan to turn this into a e-bike, which is going to be the most annoying task to do. Hopefully it gets here and not get rescheduled for some reason, because if it doesn't fit, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna mentally cry, and I might physically cry too. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later.